Hello, future people. I hope you're having a very nice day because I've been having a very nice time playing Punishing Gray Raven. So much so, in fact, that I've decided to make a video on it. The top 10 tips and tricks for punishing Gray Raven. The first thing I wanted to talk about today was the pre-registration rewards. You get them for logging in the first day. The main thing I wanted to talk about from the pre-registration rewards was the S ticket that you get. With the S ticket, you get to pick from one of five characters. Each of the characters play differently, so I would do a little research before making your pick, but I will be making a video on the character I picked, Karanina. Ironically, I didn't do any research, I just picked the character who called out to me the most. And that was Karanina because she had the most personality that I seen at least. Story is a very important part of making sure you're progressing and progressing fast. The more you progress in the story, the more resource nodes you unlock in-game, which allows you to go further and build up your characters more, and allows you to get 6-star memories a lot easier. A thing to remember is that you can ignore the BP level in the story that it tries to warn you about because you can really clear it without having to worry about how high the BP is. There will come a time when you're doing the story and it locks you out from doing more because you're not a high enough level. At that point, go into your resource nodes and do that until you're able to continue on with the story. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about the story. It's really straightforward. The character or characters you pick to play in this game will really determine the direction you go, as far as what memories you want to go for and weapons as well. Things to keep in mind are that characters have mostly two stats that they go based off of. For example, Karenina has 30% of her kit based off physical damage, and the rest is fire damage. On the other hand, someone like Liv has 100% physical. These are things you might want to keep in mind if you are picking a certain character, because certain type of enemies are resistant to fire on certain levels and areas, but that's more in the game. As of right now, tier lists really don't matter for the game. You can clear all the content with any character you want to, and it won't be too much more difficult with anyone. So you can really just play whoever you like, whatever playstyle you like, and you'll be fine. I'm not sure if this is going to stay the case, because with most gacha games, the more characters that come out, the more characters that get power creeped. If that be the case, then the tier list may actually matter. But as of right now, it doesn't. I wish I had known this earlier during my play session, but there's actually a way to exchange resources in game. You would just go to the shop, and then in the shop there will be one of the tabs labeled Exchange Shop. And when you click on that, there will be two little tabs that pop up, Exchange Shop 1 and Exchange Shop 2. Exchange Shop 1 basically just transforms your lower tier resources into higher tier resources. And Exchange Shop 2 exchanges other high tier resources into other high tier resources. Unfortunately, there's no way to change high tier resources into low tier resources, but that's that, I guess. Alright, guys, this is a very important tip. You want to level one thing at a time. That means one character, one memory, one weapon. By doing this, you will significantly enhance your character's DPS. And right now, in game, you only need one character for anything. So pick one character and beef them up as much as you can so you can just breeze through the content. But even though that you're only building one character, make sure you have 3 characters in your team just to take advantage of your character's passive, because most characters have a passive to where if they're in a team with the 2 other types of characters, then you'll be able to get a buff from it. Serum is a very important resource and you must manage it accordingly, which most times is just grinding the story and then doing your resource missions. But if you're farming for level up materials for your characters and weapons and memories, the best thing to do is not actually the resource mission, but is the
Co-op mission. It gives you about the same rewards for less stamina, so you're getting more bang for your buck. Normally, stamina regenerates about once every 6 minutes, but you can use your dorms to get higher stamina per hour. But from my testing, the stamina per hour that you get from characters in the dorm seems to be somehow bugged, and it doesn't give you the full amount. But nevertheless, you still get more stamina per hour. If you are a player who doesn't mind spending money, you can buy the monthly pack, which gives you 90 stamina a day, which runs you about $12. And if you really want to grind out levels in the game, you can buy refreshes. You can do it up to 10 times a day, and it starts off at about 30 black cards and goes up to like 100. But that will get pretty expensive pretty quick.
For this tip is going to be extremely pivotal in leveling up quickly because these missions give the most XP by far, and those missions are the bounties. Because they give so much XP, they can only be done 3 times a week, but they are worth it because you can also get black cards from these missions. When picking a bounty to do, you want to make sure you do a at least S mission. I believe you have up to 7 chances to refresh the mission a day. So I would just make sure you are doing an S mission for the best rewards. Basically, this tip is just to help you out with builds for characters and team comps for characters that you may want to use or like. And that is to just go to a character, then you would click on details on that character, and on the bottom right of the screen, you should see recommended partners and recommended build. Now, the recommended builds and the recommended team comp does say that it's just for Phantom Cage and Warzone, but you can take these comps into any battle and be pretty successful with them. Now, I'm not exactly sure where these builds and team comps get likes from, but it's there, so why not take advantage of it? For the last tip, we're just going to be talking about auto clearing. Now, auto clearing really isn't recommended unless you don't have time to play the game or just don't feel like it today and you don't want to waste your stamina. What you would do is you go to any story mission that you've already done and then select the auto clear button, and you'll be able to auto clear this mission for XP, and you get anywhere from 50 to 80% of the resources if you were to do it manually. Unfortunately, you can't auto clear any of the resource missions. Only missions from the story and the hidden story can be auto cleared. And you can auto clear a mission up to 10 times a day. And depending on the mission, that will dictate how much time it takes to auto clear. But it's normally around 2 to 6 minutes, so it shouldn't take long at all. But if you're busy one day, you can just set up some auto clear missions, and then whenever you're ready, you can come back and claim your XP. Alright guys, that's all the tips and tricks I have for you today. If you would like to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button and comment down below what you would like to see next. I will be doing a video on the Phantom Cage that's coming up because I did place, I believe, second in the last Phantom Cage, so I'll try and get first for this next go round. If you guys would like to come and watch me climb the leaderboards, I will leave a link to my Twitch down below, maybe in the comment or description. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.